Hello everyone, I am here back with a quick tutorial on AltspaceVR. So today I'll be talking about two main topics, one of them being what is AltspaceVR, and the second one, how to get started by downloading AltspaceVR for free and creating a free account. So what I love most about AltspaceVR is I actually stumbled upon it quite randomly through conversation with folks. I was looking for an opportunity to find ways to be more creative and immersive in connecting with people, especially with COVID-19. So AltspaceVR is owned by Microsoft, and it's a great place to attend live events, shows, cool classes, even meetups with people all around the world. It's a virtual reality community, which is awesome, and it's really changing the game on how you can connect with people, not just by phone call or video call, but seriously through this VR community. As you can see here, they have all types of daily options on their event calendar, so you can see and register ahead of time on what events you would like to attend. So there's a whole bunch to change daily and also on a weekly basis, and I love to just take a look, register ahead of time if I can to get notified, and just connect with people of similar interests. What's great too is this opportunity to host your own type of meetup or event or class, and send this to your friends or family too, to change the game on how you all want to connect, especially with COVID-19. And lastly, what I think is best about it is it's free. It's an opportunity where you don't need an Oculus headset or some type of virtual reality headset. They have this great 2D mode here that you can download both on PC and Mac. So from the homepage, I'll show you how to get started by just clicking that Get Started button. So like I mentioned, no headset, no problem. You're able here to explore the 2D mode, which is great. So all you need to do here is you can download by Mac OS or Windows Store. So I'm going to click the Windows Store, and it will take me to the Windows Store. I actually just downloaded this prior, so I'll just launch this open instead. It's going to open twice here. Let's click Launch. So as it loads on my second screen, I will drag it so you can see what's happening. As you can see, it's currently loading, and so they tend to give a fun little tip here when it's loading the main environment. As this loads, it will take you all to a kind of intro message where it welcomes you, and you have two options such as Start Tutorial or Explore on your own. So I recommend starting with a tutorial because it'll be really confusing if you're not familiar with a VR community. I'm actually moving around in this space already with my mouse, just left and right, up and down, which is awesome. So what you want to do is you're going to sign up. And one tip I will mention is your username is hard to change once you actually create and sign up. I believe you would need to email their customer support, so I recommend not using your full name or anything to really identify who you are if you do want to stay hidden or private. Your display name, I believe, is something you can change again. So if you want to only include your first name, that's awesome. If you want to include both, that's fine. But again, your username is something that's harder to change later on. So once you fill out this information, I will then show you the next step. Great, so after you create your account, you're able to start the tutorial officially. With this, they'll prompt you to create an avatar that feels like you and is representative of you. So by clicking Customize Avatar, you're able to change your body, your head, your face, and clothing. So I will be doing that for myself, and I'll speed through this process for you all to see what it looks like. Awesome. So when your tutorial is finished with your avatar stage, you're able to click Save. When you click Save, you're able to now learn how to move throughout the virtual reality community and finish out the tutorial. So one of the things to note here is these are some of the functions if you don't have arrows on your keyboard. So again, W is forward, F is teleport, D is right, A is left, S is back. but I just use my up, down, right arrows to move. And I use my mouse to grab and interact. So as you can see, left hand click is grab and interact. And if you click the right hand side, you're able to move around the cursor as you see here and look around and toggle like a 360 view. So as I click continue, I'm clicking left to now move around the mouse, left and right, up and down, and see a 360 view of my surroundings. To not move around so much, you can click the right hand mouse again and it actually stabilizes. So even if I move this around, I don't move. One of the things I want to do is turn that back on. So I am now moving around, and I'm also able to click the arrows on my keyboard to move around. So I'm going to the very first checkpoint here. Perfect, found it. Now moving on to the next one here. So again, I am just holding down my mouse. Sorry, I'm holding down my arrow, and my mouse is not, I'm moving around my mouse. So as it says here, you want to grab by clicking the left hand, and I want to make this firework go off. So I'm gonna, I believe, hold down my left hand side and release, and I can see the firework go off. And you can do that multiple times to practice the grabbing and releasing. Cool, so now I am moving on to the next checkpoint, which is the basketball court. I'm gonna test one thing. I believe if you click F, you can teleport. So I went straight to that checkpoint, as you see here. Great, so right here, I am going to throw a basketball in the hoop. So I'm gonna move a little bit backwards, like a little bit too close to that. Click this. I wonder if I can get this in the first try. I don't know if I will, but let's see. Oh, wait. Oh! That was a close one, but wow, the confetti. Okay, great. So I made in the hoop, and so you can learn how to navigate games like that. Going on to the next checkpoint. I believe this is entering a code from your mom. 2015 to open the door. Wow, very nice. And again, I'm just moving around with my arrows. And great, I finished the tutorial. So those are just some of the capabilities you can use to move around, grab things, release, engage with the games and the community. The next piece of it is going into the info zone to learn a little bit more about the rules, the guidelines, and what AltspaceVR is all about. So I'm going to show you the next stage here. All right, so we're gonna head over to the info zone. So you're gonna walk straight into that blue type of elevator looking bubble. Awesome, so we made it here. This is where they will walk you through how to leverage your type of microphone and main bar that looks like this. It's located in your bottom left-hand corner. So the very first thing here is you're able to use a microphone. When you're in 2D mode, you definitely want to wear earbuds or headphones so you don't hear an echo, and the other folks won't hear an echo if you use your main speaker. And so one great thing about AltspaceVR is if you walk closer to specific groups of people, you're actually able to hear them talk. If you move further away, you won't be able to hear them talk. It kind of fades out. So it's exactly like in real life when you're walking towards someone and walking away from someone. There's this awesome reaction bar too that you're able to put hearts, you can wave, you can kind of do type of gestures, which is also another way to express yourself if you don't feel comfortable using the mic. Other things here as well is going on to the next screen. They'll talk about a space and personal bubble. So if you don't want folks coming close to you, you want your own personal space and you don't want to engage, you can turn that on and folks won't come near you. There's also a camera here where you can take selfies and capture favorite memories with friends or family or just strangers too. And the very last thing here is it's really easy to friend folks and also block people. So when you hover around someone, you can add them, block them, amplify their sound, etc. And so let's see it. So yeah, you see here, I left hand clicked and my bottom bar appeared. I just turned on the personal bubble. So now folks won't get near me. Turn that on, turn that off. I can take a selfie. There's a camera mode. Go back to the home screen, locating where you are right here. So I am currently in the AltspaceVR info zone, and I'm the only one here, as you see, one attending. So I'm going to close out of this. Perfect. So I love this space so much because it literally looks like a fair of information. If you want a refresher ever on what I just mentioned, you can read the boards here on adding friends, personal space bubbles, making friends with others. It's here you can learn a little bit more about the staff on site, so staff and support. You can look at the different community guidelines that they instill. And learn more about playing nice, event types. So you see all the different types they have. If you click the question mark, you can read more about it. Panel, talk shows, performance, watch party, meetups, gaming, which is fun, and also learning how to host events. I won't go so much in detail in all these how-tos right now. I'll do more tutorials later if you're interested or need the support. Great, so that was the end of how to navigate sound. Ooh, there's a person over there. Let's see if we can practice what we learned to show you a real life example. I'm walking towards this person. You can tell that they are in a VR headset because you can see their hands kind of moving. They just walked away from me, but I'm going to try unmuting and say hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. So that was a really awkward encounter, but it's probably because this person's also new and trying to read and learn what's going on. But as you see, it's really easy to mute, unmute, do reactions. So clicking emotion. I think I'm putting a smiley face on. This should actually open up to more options. Maybe this space is limited. But yeah, so that was the end of this tutorial. Thanks so much for watching so far.